Hello, this is Selena Trotter. I'm from Kids First Education, and today I will bring you ELA in a flash. The standard we're going to look at today is RL.8.2, which says to determine a central idea of a text and analyze its development over the course of the text, including how it emerges and is shaped and refined by specific details. So today we're going to specifically look at central idea. So the steps we're going to use to identify the central idea is number one, we're going to determine who or what is the focus of that particular portion of the text. Next, we're going to look at what is the most important thing about the who or the what from step one. Step number three is we're going to write a sentence using the answers from steps 1 and 2, and that's going to be our gist statement or our central idea. Then we're going to look at and determine the author's structure or strategy that he uses to shape or refine the central idea. So the text that we're going to look at today is Lamb to the Slaughter, and you can find this text on Common Lit. So the graphic organizer that I'm going to use, first we're going to look at this particular section of the text. So I'm going to put my paragraph number there. And again, I'm going to decide if it's a who or a what that is mostly being discussed in this section. After I determine that, I'm going to think about what is the most important thing the author wants me to know about that who or that what. Then I'm going to put that all together in a gist statement or central idea statement. And then I'm going to think about how did the author get that central idea to emerge, or even how did he refine it. And I may look at some specific details that he used in order to do that. So, to begin, I'm going to look at the first section of my chart. Is it a who or what? So to begin with, I have Mary Maloney. And then I see the pronoun she. And here, there's that pronoun again. And then a third time there. And once again. So I know, to begin with, that this section is mostly focusing on a who. And that who is Mary Maloney. So I put that there in the first section of my chart. The next thing I want to think about is what is the most important thing that the author is telling me about the who or the what? And in this case, what is the most important thing that he's telling me about Mary Maloney? And so I can see here in the middle of the text, it tells me that there is a slow smiling air about her. She has tranquil skin. It talks about the softness of her eyes. It also talks about how when her husband came in, she laid aside her sewing, she stood, and then when she came in, she said, "Hello, darling." And so after I think about all of that information, I would say that the author is overall letting me know that Mary Maloney is a loving wife. So when I put that together, I'm going to have my central idea statement, which is Mary Maloney is a loving and thoughtful wife. So now I want to think about how did the author actually get that central idea to emerge? And when I think about some of the things that I pointed out earlier, the only thing the author is doing is he's using description. He is describing her physically and already makes the reader feel like she is someone who's very peaceful and always also someone who's very loving just from her appearance. And then in addition to that, he goes to say how thoughtful she is to lay aside her work when her husband is about to return. So the author is using description. And the specific details that he uses, I'm going to put a star by those. It's right here. This last detail really helps to refine how that central idea emerged. And so it said, she laid aside her sewing, stood up, and went forward to kiss him as he came in. And again, as I mentioned before, when she said, "Hello, darling," this particular detail also helps to shape and emerge that central idea. And the author, again, just simply used description, her physical and also her actions. So the steps to identifying the central idea, again, were to determine the who or what is the focus of the text. Think about what is the most important thing about the who or the what. Write a sentence in the form of a gist statement, and then determine the author's structure or strategy he used to shape or refine the central idea. And also look at those details. So this has been ELA in a flash. If you're looking for more ELA videos, please visit our website at kidsfirst.llc.